Wonder how long it's gonna take for people to notice I went live. I'm not even gonna post it. Zemo noticed instantly. Bruh. Don't tell anybody in chat, Zemo. Don't tell anybody in Discord. Let's see how long it takes people to notice. Let's see how long it takes people to notice that I went live. Let's see how long it takes. And everybody noticed. Alright, I'm just gonna post it. There they all are. Goon! Bro, they all noticed. I am not sneaky. You know, I was debating on doing Crimson today because I'm growing an Arizona Acro and Crimson because they replaced my beloved Ab Acro with it. But then I was like, we'll do PvP instead. We'll do PvP. What is good, chat? I need to do the mandatory how has y'all's day been? I know YouTube notifications exist. Fuck. I'm gonna be real, I forgot about those. Who's this Dilo? Who followed me here? Who's this Dilo? Who's this Dilo? I'm gonna eat it. I'm tired? Then go to bed, bro. I'm the Blizzard. The Blizzard. Okay. How do you forget that? I don't know. I kind of want to sleep, but I'm staying for an hour. Alright, that's fair. Three ads in a row is wild. I have it set to the lowest. I can actually delay ads. I'm actually going to delay it. So y'all don't get an ad. Oh, it puts a timer for 10 minutes. Oh, there's Xeno. Hello, Xeno. Greedy night. It's not... No, chat, I've noticed when I'm just watching YouTube videos that YouTube itself is just inserting more ads on the videos. I got the option to skip the next 3 ads this morning. It literally said skip 2 ads or 3 ads or something like that. I'm like, excuse me, what? I'm getting 50-second ads lately. What the fuck? Bruh, the ads are getting crazy. But there's an option in my stream to delay them. And it's on a 10-minute timer every time. The server has modified stats, by the way. Repti's Kark is like 47 to 4800 combo weight, but it's slower here. Oh. I didn't know this server had stat changes. Oh well. Anyways, who gonna fight me? Who gonna fight me? Are any of y'all even on? No. Unfortunate. Ads are shorter on my phone, bruh. Japon's looked through them. At 2017, were double unskippable ad didn't exist, and you could skip everything in 5 seconds. Yeah. I've gotten ads so long that it was more worthwhile to swipe off the video and pull it back up again. As I've gotten more used to Giga, it feels really good outside of the precise turning. They nerfed its precise turning, right? And its soft TLC? Like, it did get a slight pivot nerf, I thought. Or am I just tripping? Or is it just the camera angle? It might just be the camera angle. No? Okay, so yeah, it might just be the camera angle then. Might just be the camera angle. They bombed its pivot turning. Just turning while moving. I don't like the new angle. I like high FOV. By the way, 2 buffed Repti's Karks destroyed nerf 200's combo weight lighter and Nectins. Interesting. Feels bad at least. And Apado? What? So So 2 Karks bully... Well, I mean, it might be the combat weight buff that's helping it. Upon this Diapato 1, 2 Karks are unbeatable, stronger than Apex pairs. We sure about that? Maybe for this server specifically. Oh, there's Fluffy. So like, chat, I'm on a PvP server to do PvP stream, and like, nobody's here. Where are all the gooners at? Yeah, reduce damage by things with more combat weight. Yeah. Dude, this Kark's 600 more combat weight, and they are also slower. Wait, but Kark's combat weight was 4,500. Y'all said it's 47 or 48 on this one, on this server. That's still a sub-Apex. I love that I'm taking exam and watching stream, bruh. Repti's Kark is a nightmare in groups due to spamming Feast. Every 30 seconds you can gain healing. Bruh. I'm on, just not on your friends list, so you can't see. Oh. Damn, Amber is long gone, huh? I mean, I don't plan on going back, mostly just because of Orca. I want nothing to do with him. He's an admin there. No point in going back. And this server literally has no rules except for the one in Impact Crater, which is just the 1v1 zone, so it's only for 1v1s. You can't just go and attack people. That's it. That's like the only rule in this server. Also, probably you can't be toxic in chat, but that's a given. Downloading mods? Alright, sweet. I think I've mastered Kark. I beat 3 PT Gigas and 2 Spinos this morning. Jib, is it Repties or DB? Still don't know what happened with Orca. Yeah, basically, to sum it up, Orca's just a giant fucking baby. He's just an overreactive, really sensitive baby. Even though he's a year younger than me. People who say jaguars would kill a black caiman have never seen a full-grown caiman because they only go after small subadult caimans. Well, they go after smaller species. Jaguars can kill smaller species of caimans, but an adult black caiman gets as big as an American alligator, if not bigger. They have no natural predators. Jaguars will not risk that. They don't go after adult black caimans because they're too big and too risky. Oh, there's a Giga. I can target people but not teabag them, which makes no sense. Yeah, I never understood the no teabagging thing in Amber. I know it's a form of disrespect, but like, no other server stops it. Caiman mauls. Yeah, no, an adult black caiman mauls a jaguar. Your gig is half health. Oh, I can just kill you and you'll respawn. Did you know Orinoco crocodiles are super big? Yeah, they're huge. Most crocodilians are. The only issue about this server though is the one thing I will miss from Amber is they had the damage numbers. So you can see how much damage you were doing. Do you think y'all think I could beat this Spino? Probably not. From 0.2 to 0.3. Yeah. Kark needs more bleed, honestly. Anyway, think about Erzo Acro's leaning run. Looks accurate. Because Acro was a hunchback. Dude, I'm stuck in his hitbox. I'm stuck in his... Bruh! I'm stuck in his hitbox. Okay, this is stupid. Fuck Spino. Literally get stuck in his hitbox. DB Spino to the 5 slot. Yeah, I don't know where Zemo got the 4 slot thing, because he told me that it was a 4 slot. Should be 0.5. No, yeah, it should. Oh, this guy wants to die. I mean, I got him maybe kind of close to death. I don't know. Oh, there is a Giga Tail sticking out of the ground. What the hell? Dude, fuck Spino. Hey, how that thing fights? Also, Claw Slam has a fucking gravitational pull. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Last time I knew it was a 4 slot back before Spino TLC. Oh, so then they definitely changed it then. So they definitely changed it from a 4 slot if it was originally going to be a 4 slot. Lead mod had to clarify. Dude, how did DB's other mods not know that it was a 5 slot? Like, how is only the lead mod the one to be like, yeah, it's a 5 slot. Why are you saying it's a 4 slot? Seems like it gets stuck on Titan, DB, Kark, Spino, and Rex. Rex and Spino, but more so Rex have it bad. That the hitbox is just too big. I think it was only a modeler. Oh. DB, Kark, Rex, Spino have the bigger... Yeah, they do. They do have the bigger hitbox issues. I haven't noticed it much on DB's Kark, though. Oh boy. Pretty sure I can just face tank Kark. Oh, poor Kark. I mean, he's gotten me below half, though. Yeah. At back our TLC 2037, yeah. I usually get stuck on Spino or Rex. I've noticed it more with friggin' modded dinos. Not modded dinos, official dinos. Like, Rex and Spino have it bad. I don't care if this Dimetrodon kills me. I'm low health anyways. DB Kark is the issue of having insane precise turning, which everyone who nerfs Kark never seemed to do. Yeah, they never nerf its precise turning because it's fucking precise turning. Precise turning? Actually, wait, it's kind of bad. Wait a second. Why is it bad? It's not supposed to be bad. It's not supposed to be bad. Maybe it's just because I was a baby. Yeah, it was just because I'm a baby. Look at this. Look at this. And just keep on turning. Just like, what do you do? And if you move like this, too. Like, what this shit, man? Why is this pivot turn so good? I've noticed this with all of DB's fucking Apex carnivores. Look, 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 look. It's not just their Kark. It's perfectly fine. Zux, of course you'd say that. Look, it's also this fugly thing. Which, this is the only decent sub. Hold on, hold on, look, look, look. This thing also has ridiculous. Mosh Chops mod, what? 9 minutes and 3 sec. Okay. Well. Cool. Can't grow for 10 minutes. But for those that play DB Acro, it's got also a really good fucking pivot turn. Like, look, look, look. Also, what I don't understand about this thing in particular, this fucking acro. This is the marks command, right? No, it's work. It's work. There we go. It's tail attack. Because this fucking tail attack. This tail attack makes no fucking sense. Yimod when? Z-Rex also does have insane turning. The DB acro. Aside from Bash being fucking stupid, this tail attack? Like, look how janky it looks. Ignore the animation. But like, I kid you guys not, that this hitbox is broken. Like, I'll be like behind something. I'll be tail riding a DB acro, right? Pretend that tree is something tail riding me. I'll be hitting things from here. Like, I'll be getting hit by that tail. Should join a different server, to be honest. Is there any other decent PvP servers? Like, DP aggro has a disjointed fucking tail attack, dude. Same with their Giga. I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed that, but yeah. No, you bully, it's perfect. You bully, you bully creature. Bruh. Also, I have 6 tokens on TCI. Do you want them? Sure. I would not mind those. Acting like any PvP servers are decent, lol. Well, the only reason I joined this one was because it had more dinos. It has everything except Argent. So, like... yeah. Where's my... oh, I'm at Ripple? Why is my Kark at Ripple? Oh, this thing is way slower. Oh, I feel it. This thing is way slower than on base stats. And banned from 2 of them, closing in on 3. Jib, what's the third one you're getting? Wait, what is Jib? What are the servers you're banned off of, including this potential third one? How you like Kark? It's a good mod. It's really fun. Let me go to... Kamo needs to be 5k and nerfing the movement speed. Probably. Find it stupid how Veloci is turning his deathmatch server into a slower growth, no rules server. Bruh. Oop. Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna balance Kark. The velocity thing happened like 2 years ago. The hell? The third is Lock's house because people there are genuinely making me tweak. Yup, seems about right. That was the first pot server I ever got permabanned from. What the? I guess this thing wants to fight me? That thing is so goofy, dude. I needed to be using the fucking feast or whatever. Thanks for pushing me away. How tanky is this thing, dude? Oh my god. Just gotta let him bleed. What the shit? Also, I'm not really using the right build at all. Juke also does like 0 damage, by the way. Oh, fun. I thought this thing was actually useful. Ah. Hit my tail. Bruh. Tail it is then. It does like 1% to a stego. Does no, it doesn't. What? I guess I'm using tail tech. The charge on Bloodfall Crusher is too long. Yeah. I'm honestly kind of like... I don't know what I'm going to do for Kark when I add it to my realism server, because this thing, I have to admit, it's really similar to Titan. Almost too similar. Because, like, it has a feast and a heavy charge bite. Not a charge bite, but like a heavy bite. And then it also has a multi-hit. Pursuit Hunter. In that... Oh. Give it a lot of stam, low damage, and hit bleed? Maybe. I called this out day 1. Well, like, it took me a bit to realize it, because, like, this thing does have a bit more and some different stuff from Titan. But the more I look at it, this thing's just a sub-Apex Titan. Is it cool? Abso-fucking-lutely, this thing's still cool, but, like... It feels really, really similar to Titan. The only thing that Titan doesn't have is Big Game Hunter, the carcass thing, the track to be able to track carcasses, being able to have 2 separate bites for feast, and the heavy bite. Because, like, when you put Feast on, it just applies it to the heavy bite. It's not a separate attack. This thing has completely different... I'm stupid. Senses. Except for the Hunter's Feast, which is similar to Titan's. Yeah, look, it's literally just called Feast. It's got similar hides. Has a juke-like attack. Has a tail attack. Its animations are similar to Titan. This one's cool, though. This call is unique, though. That call is unique. This one increases damage, but Titan's reduces damage incoming. So the calls are different. And yeah, the animations are a little similar. I'll say it. Give it the same combo way as every other Apex. Lower its turning by a little and reduce the damage reduction. Well, I'm gonna reduce this thing's damage. If Titan and Kark need to be very different. They also need to be different from Giga and Acro because all four are on my server. That's why I wasn't entirely sure that I was ever gonna add a Kark because I don't want the roster to be so bloated, especially with the fact that the carnivores outnumber the herbivores almost. Like, I might actually go back and redo the roster. I don't want to, but like, chat. Like, it's a big roster. It's a very big roster compared to most realism servers. Like, because I wanted dinos that don't see a lot of representation in realism aside from base game, but the roster is pretty big, and I think I'm gonna keep it as it is. The more I think about it, add Cube, it will fix everything. No, remove Alio. No, but like, because the only base game dino we're not doing is Metri. True, remove Titan. People, okay, here's the issue with that. So many realism players play Titan that if they were like, oh, they don't have Titan on this server, they just won't play because I've seen so many just purely Titan dedicated players on realism. Wait, why is Jib a moderator? I forgot. I gave it to him because he did something. I don't remember. You aren't doing Metri? No, Khaos didn't want Metri at all. I was originally not going to do Alio. I gave out blow jibs. Shut up. I originally was not going to do Alio, but Khaos likes Alio so much that she begged me to keep it. So I was like, okay, fine, keep Alio. And she goes, let's remove Metri. And I'm like, yeah, nobody plays Metri. All right, fair enough. Why she hate Metri? She doesn't hate it. Nobody plays it. When do you see an active Metri player outside of maybe officials? And that's a maybe. Also, chat, I kind of want to play Crimson instead of PvP, so I'm going to load into Crimson. Because I'm going to actually grow my Acro, my Airzo Acro. And someone can group with me if they want. Metri never exists. Yeah, exactly. Nobody plays Metri. Nobody plays Metri. Waiting for TLC. Hopefully the TLC makes it good. Should I do Gondwa or Reparia? Bro, Metri calls are good in their group, what do you mean? Well, like, yeah, true, but nobody plays it. That's the issue. Like, when do you ever see anybody play Metri? Gondwa? Alright, I'll do Gondwa. Fuck it. I'd rather sit in the queue, though, but we can just yap about my server. So, as I was saying, Metri's gone, keeping Alio, and I'm not adding any more carnivores. I'm keeping the carnivore roster as it is. What I am going to add, though, all the sauropod mods that are coming out soon. I do, but like once a month, bruh. Remove Pycno and keep Carno. Well, no, because I want a belly sores, and there's no other good Abelisaurs in the game. There's no other good Abelisaurs. It's literally just PT's Carno and then Pycno. I'm not adding fucking Cryptops. Hell no. The Ecrix was taken out of the game months ago. The mod devs haven't updated it. So, like, yeah, we don't talk about Cryptops. Maybe DB's Titano Venator? Or, yeah, is it Titano Venator? Yeah, it is Titano Venator. That really large a belly sword would be good. Whenever that releases. Maybe. Same with DB's Toro Venator. And they better not fuck up Toro Venator because that model was gorgeous. But I'm not adding any more carnivores to the roster. It is staying as it is. Because there's too many. And it would get redundant. It'd be too much if I added any more. Ecric got cancelled. Oh, rip. It wasn't a bad mod. Remove red? What do you mean remove red? Rex? Fluffy, you're stupid. But like, for herbivores, the only herbivores I'm considering adding are sauropods because we need more sauropods in this game anyways. Will you replace Spino for DB Spino? Probably not. We also need more Bellysaurs. Remove OG Rex? I did. We're doing PT Rex instead of OG Rex. I didn't want to, but I ended up saying fuck it. I just wish PT Rex was fucking bigger model-wise. I hate how small most of PT's mods are. They're so small. Wait, if KTO Torvo gets added, I call dibs on doing the image if you replace PTs. That's fine. I don't know if we're going to do KTO Torvo. Because I showed Khaos and I was like, what do you think of this when this comes out? She went, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, it's a Torvo. And she goes, by who? And I'm like, and she immediately was like, that better not be DBs, because if it's DBs, you already showed me that, and no. I'm like, no, it's KTOs. And she's like, wait, that's KTOs? And I'm like, yeah. She didn't seem to like it. Wait, I didn't hear you. We replaced Spino with DB Spino? Probably not. Unless DB Spino is like really fucking good. We replace Aloe with Exa Aloe when it gets its TLC. Maybe. But it also depends on how good Alderon's TLC for Aloe will be. Because if Alderon absolutely nails the Aloe TLC, like I'm talking they fucking cook with it, chat. I mean absolutely cook with it. Also, to clear things up, Khaos is doing Kark profile image, right? She was going to go tinker with it, yeah. Yet you don't want to see Claw Slam Aloe TLC. Exactly. Because if Alderon absolutely nails Aloe TLC, I ain't replacing it with any Aloe mod. I didn't even want Soro, chat. I was thinking about adding Soro, but I changed my mind because we have sub-Apex bleeders already. There's no need for more. Like, let me pull up the roster because it's that big. Like, for carnivores that are sub-Apexes, it's gonna be Suko, Torvo, Yang, maybe Dasp. And then for 3 slots, Aloe, Cryo, Mape, Nanook. No, Pycno's a sub-Apex. Pycno's going to be a sub-Apex. Pycno, Torvo, Yang, and Suko are sub-Apexes. Will people even play the herbs? Yes. Realism players play a ton of herbs. And especially because it's realism, you can actually make a massive herd of them. So there'll be like 20 Parasaurs in one group. And people love Para on Crimson. Not Crimson. Realism in general. Remove PT Rex and add C Rex? No. Absolutely not. I'm not adding Cube either. No, but like I'm trying to keep the roster as minimalistic as possible, but also being a little bigger. And it is a little bigger because no fucking realism servers have Acro or Kark. No realism servers also have fucking Yang. Like the big ones. Remove Alio for Nanook. Nanook's in the roster. Me and Khaos had to look between Dripto and Nanook for which one we preferred. And we eventually just decided on Nanook. I don't know about Cryo and Yang. Cryo? I originally wasn't going to add. Khaos told me, and she was like, what about Cryo? Because she was looking at other stuff. And she found an old picture of Cryo that she took on some other realism server. That they had Cryo. I hate Nanook, no need for it, oh well. And I was like, you know what, fine. It could be like a 2-slot. Like a really big 2-slot. Or maybe a 3-slot, because Cryo is kind of big. It was bigger than Dilophosaur. Because Dilo is going to be a 2-slot. But yeah, between Nanook and Dripto, we decided on Nanook because Nanook is visually better. And it had more stuff, like it had more animations and emotes and whatnot. Cryo's pretty big. Cryo was probably going to be a 3-slot, but it probably wasn't going to be a powerful 3-slot. It was probably going to be like borderline 2-slot, but like still a 3-slot. So a really low-end 3-slot, really powerful 2-slot. And that's kind of what Acro's going to be, but for Apexes. Because I'm not going to make Acro this overpowered fucking thing. It's going to be fairly balanced. It's going to be an Apex. But it's not going to be 1v1ing T-Rex and winning. Alberto, the fuck even is it? Titan should be stronger than Kark. But Kark should be faster and do more bleed. I don't know how I'm going to balance things yet. And there's going to be a lot of balancing I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need a lot of testers. And I'll get to that. Balancing probably isn't going to start until I've actually purchased the server and get it up and running. As of right now, I'm still drafting up rules. I'm still writing profiles. And me and Khaos have still been kind of getting the Discord ready. Because she's got some of her friends that are going to be admins. Cosmic's going to be a moderator because she did seem interested and she asked. And Khaos didn't mind. Which dino make Acro 3rd strongest Apex? What? Who is he? Watch dino make Acro 3rd strongest Apex? No. How I'm seeing it going is Rex is the strongest, Giga's 2nd, Spino is 3rd, then Titan Acro Kark. Or Kark Acro Titan. We'll see. The last 3 might kind of all be kind of even in a way, but like just have different niches. Cosmic is British, don't let her colonize, bruh. I might make Acro 4th strongest, actually, because Acro is just a fucking beefy unit. And how I'm going to have it behave and act is probably... It's going to be this big brute. It's probably going to be short endurance, but it's going to be just strong and tanky, but it lacks in stamina. Because Acro did have really strong legs, but because it was so short and heavy, I don't think it was really capable of running for long distances. Make it a big corpse bully? No. Kark should be stronger than Acro, to be fair. Kark should because it's bigger, but because Repti's Kark is so small, I still don't know how I'm going to do everything. These are just drafts. It's just ideas, chat. I see you're going to just ignore downsize Giga. I'm going to be honest. I think that paper is a load of bullshit. I think that paper, the Giga downsize, is a load of bullshit. And here's why. It's still a massive fucking animal. Giga was still massive. There's no way that the average was 7.8 tons when Kark didn't even get touched and Kark is still 8 to 9 tons. 9 is a possible. This guy's gonna say Acro can jump because it did. Chat, do I need to pull up the fucking paper? Do I need to pull up the fucking publishments? Acro does beat Titan. Acro would bully a Titan. Like, here's the reason why. The reason Acro had those tall neurospines, they were for muscle attachments. They were for heavy muscle attachments. Is this Matt Spino stronger than any Kark? Not on land. Not on land. Lunge and jump is a different thing. No, technically a jump is when both feet lift off the ground. That's why technically horses and hippos can jump. Acro was doing what is called a lunge, which is a type of jump. So what had probably happened in those fossil tracks, which I have seen, by the way, in person, is it latched onto... It basically lunged and grabbed a hold of a sauropod and got dragged. And then was eventually kicked off. Like how if a lion jumped onto the side of a giraffe. That is basically how it went. The acro didn't even hold on for that long because the tracks reappeared 20 feet down. 20 to 30 feet. Yes, pull the paper up. I will. Chat, I'm trying to find it actually right now. I also posted it before. Let me find it. A jump is more vertical. Chat. The definition of a jump is when both either 2 or all 4 of your legs have left the ground. There are different types of jumps, but the basic definition is when your legs have left the ground. A lunge is a type of jump. How are you guys not getting that through your thick skulls? A lunge is a type of jump. A leap is a type of jump. That is a type of jump. Literally, Google it right now. Yeah, Zemo understands. Ghost understands, because you two have brains. I can't find the actual fucking paper, but I found this, chat. I'm posting it in my general. Where did I find that fucking original paper? I don't think it was on Reddit. Was it in the Smithsonian? Maybe it was this. Yeah, this is it. It is from the Smithsonian. Yeah. There you go. Chat, here you guys go. Found it. It was Smithsonian. That's where I saw it. There was also a Reddit post. But everyone in the Reddit post is saying they don't believe it. And it's the fucking paper that I just put. The Smithsonian shit. Then I thought the 9.5 ton spoon possible. I think it was 100% possible because Spino is huge, for one. And two, it's semi-aquatic. It had short, stubby legs. Had its big, fat tail. Big, fat, muscular tail. The sail, it was already just long and huge. I think a 9.5 ton Spino was 100% possible. As an average, no. But I think a 9.5 ton Spino definitely existed. There's no way one didn't. Could they have hit 10 tons? Maybe? Because, like, there have been cases in animals that just grow exceedingly large. Like, abnormal, like, sizes. So, potentially, a Spino grew to one. Do we have direct evidence? No. Do you think Spinosaur was used as a gasinous storage? No. I think the sail wasn't used for swimming, I can tell you that. It was definitely a form of display. Definitely a form of display. 13-ton Rex. Like, the Rex bullshit, I don't get. Also, Ren Crimson, finally. Finally. Oh, is my acro subadult? Oh, my acro subadult. Word. Where even am I? Where the fuck was it? I'm in wilderness. Or I was in wilderness. I'm actually gonna go up here. Doesn't get paranoid of Kark. I feel like, well, here's the thing. They're two large apex carnivores living in the same environment at the same time. Would the two have fought? Abso-fucking-lutely. There's no way that the two wouldn't have fought. I feel like Kark would have probably preyed on a Spino if it was desperate. But they probably didn't fight often, and it was probably really rare. Because two large carnivores, between 8 to 9 tons, going at it, it's just too big of a risk. Why risk a potential injury or even death when you could probably do, like, go find something that's easier to eat? Plus, Spinosaurus wasn't actively hunting on land. So, if anything, a Kark would be engaging it. A Kark would be initiating it. Because Spino probably wasn't actively hunting on land, if ever. Well, here's the thing. If a 9.5 ton Spino and a 9 ton Kark met, that wouldn't, the Spino probably wouldn't win, especially if the Spino was nowhere near water. Spino was probably sluggish and slow on land. Yes, it would have been very, like, heavy and dense and had its big old arms, but, like, Kark has the advantage alone on land. Not be a water, though. Droughts. Maybe it's traveling to a new water source. Like, just environment, maybe. Who knows? We don't know how they behaved. Kark could beat Spino. Yeah, I think Kark does beat Spino more than Spino beats Kark. Because Kark had a stronger bite. Kark had a more, like, thick and robust skull than Spino. What Spino really had to defend itself was its large arms. It had those big, meaty arms with big, powerful claws. But Kark had the more stronger bite. And had better advantage on land. Because the fight would take place on land. No, I don't think a Kark would have ever dared to chase a Spino into the water. Because if you think about how real animals act, it's not something an animal would do. If the Spino was near the water and it was a standoff, the Kark would literally have to go into the water for the Spino to even, like, win and kill it. If anything, and this is probably what most of the time it happened, Kark and the Spino would have had a face-off. They would have stood off against each other. Spino would have shown off its size and aggression. Kark would have done the same. And Spino would have just crawled back into the water. And Kark would have walked away. Because there's no point in risking that fight. If it was by water. Because these are animals. A Spino would not be dragging a Kark into the water like that. If it was a huge Spino and a really small Kark, yes. But if they were roughly the same size, no. Yeah, the new Spino species. But the new one, though, it's a subadult. It's not a fully grown Spino. Is from what I've been hearing. Oh, I need to collect flowers. No, like using its mash to push it into the water. I'm gonna be honest, I doubt that was actually happening. I mean, these animals weren't stupid. I doubt a Kark would just let a Spino just, like, body slam it into the water. Like, animals don't think like that. Fluffy, are you a acro? You are. Okay. A Cargonosaurus would easily kill the Spino with its bite. Well, a Kark would demolish it with its bite because its teeth were so serrated and they were designed for just tearing. It would have tore through the Spino's hide. Near water, it's essentially anyone's game if the two fought. In the water, if a Kark was, like, crossing a body of water and a Spino saw one and took the opportunity to tackle it, oh, Spino's winning, hands, like, no way. Kark is doing anything. On land, Kark is demolishing it. By water, they probably wouldn't even fight. In water, Spino. Young Kark would be prey to Spino, and young Spino would be prey to Kark. That's how that would go. And the same I would also say for would be if Spino ran into other large theropods. It would probably go the same way, depending on which theropod. For Giga, because Giga's weird at the moment, it would probably be the same as Kark, same with Titan and Acro. And Mapu even. They're all large, it would treat them as this, like a Kark. Rex, however, if a Spino and a T-Rex actually faced off, I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of unfair. That's a pretty one-sided fight. Can you say to me which species is better between Ignaris and Pogensis at Karka? Pog gives you armor, the Ingwan, Ingaricus, or however you fucking say that. It's the Jurassic World Evolution one, I think, so... If you want armor, go for the Pog one. Rex is just endgame, fuck it. Yeah, no, Rex... If, hypothetical situation, a Spino and a T-Rex were to meet, to our current scientific understanding of the two animals, it is a heavily one-sided fight, even by water. In the water, Spino's winning. But by water and on land, Spino is getting fucking demolished by a T-Rex. T-Rex was bigger, the bite force alone was just crushing a Spino. All the Rex needs to do is get one bite in, on the sail, on the neck, on the head, and Spino's done for. No carnivore is beating a T-Rex, no. A scientifically accurate T-Rex mogs every other large carnivore. Before the stupid Giga nerfs, the only other large theropod was Giga, because Giga was still 9 to 10 tons before they went, nah. I still think it's a bunch of bullshit, but it is what it is. Crazy how people say the Spino beat Rex. It doesn't, unless it was in the water. Even in water, Rex was really good swimmer. No guarantee Spino wins, but it was more likely than not Spino would win. Oh, I need to collect flowers because I have the flower quest. Also, I hear something. Oh, it's a Gigantoraptor. Can I get a TP? Fluffy, I'm nowhere near a fucking waystone. I'm in the middle of Impact Crater. Is there any more flowers before this? Here we go. Rex and Spino in the same ecosystem because two different niches. That's how it would just been the same with Kark. It's exactly how it would have went down. It would have been the same with Giga. It would have been the same with Titan. It would have been the same with Acro. It would have been Mapu. Seats even. Speaking of Seats, I want more Seats shit because that thing was actually cool. We don't even know what it actually was. Deinosuchus' big nightmare of T-Rex? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Rex was heavier. Deinosuchus got downsized. Deinosuchus is fucking tiny. It was like 6 tons at most now. It's actually kind of sad. No, it's not. Dino got downsized. There was a paper published where Deinosuchus was not as big as we thought. It was still big, bigger than any modern croc, but it was like 6 tons at most. With the largest species of Deinosuchus. Deinosuchus was getting fucking bullied by Purosaurus. It was getting bullied by T-Rex. It was getting demolished by a Spino. Deinosuchus is just no longer that. He's no longer that guy anymore. Purosaurus was probably actually just massive. They haven't said it. There's been no papers on it. I doubt it. Sarco was roughly the same size as well. And Dino had a way stronger bite force than Sarco. Like nothing changed about Dino's bite force. It was still stupidly strong, but its overall body mass was lower than we thought. Yeah, Dino's in his Celtic Shack era. Isn't Sarco 2 tons now? Where the fuck did you hear that from? No, I thought Sarco was still like 5 to 6 tons. The hell? There's no way Sarcosuchus was 2 tons. At least Imperator. The Imperator species of Sarcosuchus. Problem with Peru is we only have a skull. Could have been huge, but I'm pretty sure it was likely around 7 tons. That is true. We literally only have a skull of Purosaurus. It's the same with Kark, actually. It's the same with Carcharodontosaurus saharicus. I bet y'all didn't know that. We basically only have a giant skull of Kark, some decently sized vertebrae, and a bunch of teeth. That's it. And I think there was another skull fragment. That's also why Kark won't be downsized, because we don't have a lot of material from it. Giga was able to be downsized because the holotype was fairly complete. And then the other specimen was just the giant dentary, but, well, giant in quotations because, well, it wasn't that much bigger. I don't think it was. And the only reason Acro got raised from 5 tons is because they do believe the hump, the tall neural spines that Acro has, were for muscle attachment points, because if you look at Giganotosaurus, oh, Fluffy is getting attacked. Oh. I think he's dead. Oh, he is so dead. Oh, yeah, he's dead. I don't know how he's not dead yet, but he's about to die. I don't know how he's not dead. How is he not dead? The heli. But as I was saying, what server is this? Crimson? Yes. Meraxes was small. It was only like 6 tons at most. I think it was only like 6 tons. But the thing with Acro was the tall neural spines. Because if you look at Giga, it had muscle attachment points on its neural spines, on the vertebrae, and they weren't even that tall. Acros were tall as shit compared to all the other Carcharodontosaurs. That's what it's known for. This thing was bulky. It was a thick boy, and it was all muscle. And Acro had short, stubby legs that were quite muscular. This thing was just a walking meat bag of like just pure muscle. So of course it got increased by 2 tons. He definitely got attacked by an aquatic. Oh, maybe. Yeah, either Tyler or Dino attacked him. Yeah, probably. Maybe there's a limit ceiling size for Carcharodontosaurids. Well, there was a theory that the reason that they didn't grow, the reason was... Oh, no, it was for the sauropods. Never mind. There was a theory that the reason Titanosaurs capped at a certain size was because Carcharodontosaurs like Giga, Karg, Titan, Mapu couldn't grow as big. Because I saw a video explaining how sauropods probably could have grown bigger than they actually grew. Oh shit, ow. But they just didn't because they had no reason to, because their predators didn't grow any bigger. Maxis still has that huge specimen that hasn't gotten published yet. That thing was reportedly 9.6 tons. I need you to post that in my Discord right now. I need to read that. Rex. It was a Rex, Fluffy? Bruh, how did you live? Also, where? I'm... went the wrong way. I also hear something. I'm just gonna keep crouch walking. I've seen it before, I think I can find it again. Yeah, find it again. Alright, Fluffy, I'll head to the Waystone. Just gonna keep crouch walking because it sounded big. Now, obviously, I can't 1v1 an Apex as an acro, because this thing is a sub-Apex still. Crimson didn't change this thing's stats, I don't think. And they made it fucking... God damn it. This thing takes so much fall damage for a fucking sub-Apex. They should have just made it an Apex. What the hell? Was that another acro? Oh! My goodness, he fucking jump scared me. Oh! It's in a paddle! Hello! Dude fucking scared the shit out of me. I got kind of a glare on my PC chat, so I can't really, like, fully see. Because that's how fucking bright it is outside. And the glare is kind of, like, hitting my screen. But, Jesus fucking Christ, that Apado scared the shit out of me. Glad it was an Apado and not a fucking carnivore. The camouflage of the Apaz impressive. Yeah, it was. Then I remember that the people on the server are that is true. I could probably beat the fucking solo Apex. Plus I have Fluffy, so we were at least a duo. But then again, Fluffy's not really good at this game. So like, the Mape TLC ruined it. Mape TLC ruined what? The fuck? I swear to fuck if this is like 20,000 or more. Oh. I mean 8,000's not bad. There you go. AD Acro Group max is 2. Or 3, it's 2. Honestly, Crimson should just buff this thing to be an Apex. It's like Soro, it can only have 2 in a group. 40k is wild. I've seen it worse. I once saw it 60,000 on Crimson to replenish the Waystone. The TLC is currently is good except the Stam. The Stam is my problem and it has no burst attack. That's true. It does have no burst attacks. It's just charge attacks. Fucking child. Look at him. He's a baby. Also, I'm an adult now. Sweet. Alright, Fluffy, let's go. I just keep group chat open. He might be talking in there. I just travel. Yeah, that's what I do usually. Well, I'll travel, do a quest or two in a POI, and then, oh. Fucking Apato, dude. Fatty. Is Crimson still constant Apex 2v2s in the middle of GP? Not GP, it's Green Valley now. Green Valley's the big hotspot. But yeah, still, pretty much. Can't 1v1 shit anymore. Can't 1v1 or 1v2 anything anymore. Because Abacro's gone. PT Giga got nerfed. I can kinda do it with Tyranno Titan, but like not Rex's because one fracture and it's over. Also, I might need to be bleeding a lot of big things out because he's not an adult. Ugh, I'm staying an extra 30 minutes. Alright, word. DB Akron could probably beat Duo Rexes. It can, I've seen it happen. All they did was spam bash. All they did was spam bash, and the Rexes got obliterated because it's 80 damage, and they fucking buff their attack every time they use it. And it's on a 2-second cooldown. Because the animation lasts about 2 seconds, and then there's 2 seconds of the full 4-second cooldown, so then they can just use it again, and again, and again, and again. All you need to do is, it's spamming, it's basically what Orca would complain about Abacro being, just bite and headbutt stam, but worse, because the bash does 80 damage, when Abacro's headbutt only does 35. Or it's 30 now. It used to be 35, now I think it might now just be 30. Oh, that Pato's still behind us. He's kind of following us. Fluffy, go do the lookout quest. Lily takes skill to play. Rex is oh yeah, Rex takes skill to play. I thought you were saying aggro for a second. I'm like, DB aggro does not take skill anymore. Orca cries about Para being busted. Dude, he did. It was so fucking funny. Chat. So, he was trying to fight my Para, who for one I'm terrible at Para with. Like, I'm terrible with Parasaur. Alright? Fucking ass. Don't know how to play it. He was 1v1 me on Amber. I was bullying his DB Acro. Oh, Isaac found the Meraxis thing. Meraxis Gigas. Cover from the formation. Indicates that the specimen is of Meraxis is approximately 15% larger than the holotype. The specimen has a similar size to that of Giga. Okay. Yeah. Meraxis. Meraxis might have been fucking big now. Okay. Is AZ Acro the only Acro? No, DB's on here. They removed Ab Acro for Airzoas, but kept fucking DB's Acro for some reason. It was honestly a stupid decision because why remove the Apex Acro and replace for the sub-Apex Acro when you could keep the Apex Acro and remove the weird in-between of a sub-Apex and an Apex Acro? Is there a chance that Meraxes was the biggest car crash dinosaur by a notable margin? Well, here's the thing, though. If there's a 9.6 ton Meraxes, then it's suffering the same issue that Zhusheng has, because Zhusheng's average was what, 5 to 6 tons? Except for that one specimen that's 9 tons. So Meraxes would be going through the same issue. Also, I don't know what those are over there. Are those Carnos? Those are Carnos. DB could take 0 skill, spam, smash, and bite, and that's it. Yeah, pretty much. Colony, you could join, but you're gonna have to be a baby. Also, those Carnos are coming over here. What are these two doing? Are they gonna attack Fluffy, or are they just... these guys kind of just here? Both Gigas take no skill. Well, at least PT's now takes more skill than it did before. It's still kind of brain dead, but like, it takes more. It doesn't just face tank everything now. Because that's what it was doing before. It's just face tanking everything. It doesn't face tank anything anymore. It does the same bite damage as Titan. Alright. Those bum-out Carnos left. Come on, Fluffy. I doubt I could 1v1 in Apex and win on the server. I mean, I could try. Chat, I'll try. PT Gig is the most brain dead Apex. Can face tank whatever it wants and can tear right if it need to be. DB Gig, I mean. PT Gig somehow was face tanking Rex, which can increase his damage by 45%. Yeah. It was. Only real threat to PT Giga is Titan. Titan, yeah, kind of bullied it. I like how the other two acro mods take skill except for DB's now. DB's used to be skilled. DB's acro actually, I will admit, used to be skilled to be good at because it was so bad forever. It was fucking horrific. It used to be a sub-Apex, and then got changed to be a low-end Apex. But since they buffed Bash, it's fucking ridiculous. You just spam it and you win. New Karka is trash against Apex because it's the sub Apex. How many PT Rex kit TLC yet? Whether very playable is a glass cannon. Would all take skills now? Yeah, probably. Well, Repti's car can only tail ride super well because that's its whole thing. It has really good damage, not really good damage, really good mobility, but it's a sub Apex and kind of does low damage and like no bleed for some reason. even though it's a fucking Kark and it should be bleeding. Where's the mushrooms? There's some right here, Fluffy, and then I think there's more over here. Some right here. I think there's a batch over here. Beat Titan is Repti's Kark. He wasn't all that good, but he wasn't bad either. He was just kind of average. I managed to beat him by out-turning him and heal stalling, which makes sense. You're sub-Apex, you're going to heal quicker, and you have less health, so you end up healing quicker. I know there's more mushrooms. Where the fuck? They're probably over here. Yeah, there's mushrooms over here, Fluffy. I remember. Been a hot minute. Three 200 plus 300 combo plus combo weight Repti's Kark Tankapados. If you tail right properly, a Rex has to bone break and kill you before you heal. Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. I know how I'm gonna balance all the Apexes on my server. If y'all are curious about that. So I'm going back for the old Apex stats before the original Apex nerfs, which was what? With Spino TLC? And Aerozo's Acro and Repti's Kark will be on that tier. And how I'm going to do that is basically 6k combat weight something. And then they're going to be niche specific. So like Rex is obviously going to hit the hardest. But it's going to be probably kind of shitty in mobility. It's supposed to be just this big tanky brute. Giga's going to be a little more agile, but still be a tanky brute. Spino's going to be semi-aquatic oriented. Titan, Kark are going to be quick bleeders that do low damage. Acro is just kind of like a weird in-between, where it's like a brawler, but it can bleed. And it's thick. The critter that's the most OP in the thing in Path Titans, yeah. Bat turning and a how bunch of HP. 6k is combat weight. HP will be buffed because they're apexes. They're large carnivores. Most things wouldn't have fucked with them. Also, there's an aloe. So they're probably like Spino's probably gonna have 1,000 HP. Rex will have 900. So they're not gonna get too crazy health buffs, but a little bit. Oh, Fluffy, you're hungry. Could probably try killing his aloe. All combat weight was real apex tiers. Rex can go fast draw if they want an ambush. Yeah, Rex would probably have less stam to balance that out. It's probably not gonna have a lot of stam, but its burst is gonna be quick. I don't think I'm gonna catch this guy. I'm gonna be honest. He's gonna have better stam. Yeah, I'm not catching that aloe. I'm not catching him. Thought they had 5,500 combat weight and just had a bunch of HP, unless you're talking about before Titan came out. So before, it was the Apexes had higher combat weight, but roughly around the same health they have now. So like 800, 900. I think Spino had 1,000. Rex had like 850, I think, or something, or 800. And then when Titan came out, they shifted it. They lowered the combat weights, but Titan came out with 5,500 combat weight and like 1,000 something health. So they shifted the other two Apexes to being lower combat weight, but higher health. And then they just flat out just nerfed them. And that's why Abacker was still balanced around that time, because yeah, the combat weights were nerfed, but the Apex's health went up. And Abacker was never changed, funny enough, and I remember it, because Abacker was still like 6.2k combat weight or something. But it had 800 health when Rex had 1,000. So like, Titan kind of did turn Apexes into 5,500. Kind of did do the combat weight nerf thing. But their health used to be higher. But then they, for some reason, nerfed the health. Because apparently, like, Apexes were outperforming on officials and shit. And it was like, bullshit, they're Apexes. That's the fucking point. They should be harder to grow. But they're really hard to kill. And Apexes are stupidly easy to kill. I'm going to change that on my server. They're actually going to be a tough fight. Especially with the fact that they can group, and smaller tiers will probably be allowed to have more members in their group. Yeah, Spino's going to be tanky. It's going to be like 1,000 health. I have a plan for the balancing and whatnot. But when it actually comes time to balance, things are probably going to change. We'll see how it goes. Fluffy, let's go to Big Quill. Harder to grow issue is everything on officials grows at the same rate. That is true. Which they should honestly just do passive growth. They should do passive growth. But they won't. And I'm going to kind of take inspiration from the Isle in terms of my growth. Like, yes, questing will be allowed, but how some realism servers do it is if you're an orphan, you're seen as weak or ill. Or if you're not an orphan, it's if your parents allow it. What I might do is change that. Might do something different, I don't know yet. I gotta talk to Khaos about that. See what she thinks about the growing. And the Apex nerf didn't fix anything. No, it just made Apex a shit. And they're still kind of buns. That's probably why mod devs are making fucking Apex dinosaurs that should really be Apexes, not Apexes. Because Apexes are kind of buns. But like I don't get the whole like Acro being a sub Apex, Kark being a sub Apex. For a brief moment we thought DB Spino was going to be a fucking sub Apex. Like I don't get why making clearly large Apex carnivores sub Apexes. Putting them on the same tier as shit like Suko, Torvo, Yang, Dasp. Like 2 Allos, Bully, and Arizona Acro. That probably wasn't happening. Because the balancing on officials and they tried to nerf Apex Mega Packs, they ignored community servers because they can just change stats. Well, that's why. Yeah, community servers you can change stats. But for, like, officials in vanilla, like... So what if there's Apex Mega fucking packs? Like, officials have no rules. People are gonna do whatever the fuck they want. That's the point. And plus, Mega Packs are just gonna fight Mega Packs anyways. I never understood that. Like, the count of the Mega Pack of Apexes was just to have your own Mega Pack of Apexes. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, good times when shit was actually balanced and the game was better. I'm gonna be honest. 2024 was probably the best year for pot. 2024. I'm gonna start dying hunger. Yeah, I know, Fluffy, we gotta find something. Because I'm getting hungry too. And of course, Big Quill's water quality is too low. See if I can find a critter though. See if we can find a critter. Sometimes critters spawn over here. Like, 2 Dilos really struggled against Apex. Like they should. Yeah, exactly. Well, Dilos are modded. Something more like, you know, 2 fucking Aloes struggled against a Rex. It's a fucking T-Rex. It makes sense. Aloe was like, what, 2 tons? Fragilis, at least. Annex was like 5. I'm gonna be honest, chat. Yeah, Pot's been getting kind of boring. I'm gonna be honest. This game is not as fun as it used to be. 2024 was better. A better year for Pot. Because shit was balanced. Good mods came out. There was good updates. Well, I mean, we've gotten good mods every year, though, actually. So the mod thing doesn't really count. I'm only saying that because 24 was when Abac were released initially. Maybe there's something in Green Valley, Fluffy. If Isle had a console edition, it's over for Pot. Oh yeah, no, 100%. 100% if Isle was on console. There's an Apado. There's an Amp. I'd try... Well, no. I would not try fighting the Amp unless you were an adult. Like, that thing's bleed resistance. It got buffed. So it's very resistant to bleeding now. There's an Anno. Those 2 Carnos from earlier. No, those are different Carnos. Probably no water here. Oh, maybe a little bit. Oh, shit. Ow. Ow. Oh my god. Stunned him. No, okay, yeah, no. Dude, why is Acro a fucking sub-Apex? I shouldn't... Ridiculous. This thing also just can't really tail ride. Fucking Dino. So glad Sarcos don't have limited land travel. Well, can't drink from fucking Green Valley, there's a Dino in it. And I gotta run and heal. Maybe there's food out here. Maybe we can find a critter. Is Dino knockback resistant? Yeah, it gets a buff. On the first hit of knockback received to it, it gains like a 10 or 15 second like immunity. Bones? Oh, we can eat bones? Wait, this thing can eat bones? Wait, what the heck? Oh, I can. Oh, we can. Ooh. Y'all can eat rotten corpses. Yeah, we can. I forgot about that. Is that an arc sound effect? That was an arc sound effect. I know that sound too familiar. It sounded like Snow Owl. Love how that's not an eating animation either. Alright, let's go find another corpse or something. Go behind that mountain thing between Big Quill and GV. Oh, up there. Actually, I've seen a lot of critters spawn in Stego. We could probably just get a bunch of critters. I don't know why I did that. I need a heal. I don't see Dinosaurs eat bones. Because they're hyper carnivore. Also, there's water over here, actually. We can go get water. There's a watering hole thing over here. I forget about this. That needs a rework. Or add more variety. Yeah, that's true. You have Diamond on this plane? Get a ban on Ninja. Can't wait for the random cannibal acro pair. Yep. And it's going to be DB acros too. It's not going to be Arizona's because people are not going to like the fact that Arizona's acro is so weak. Because it's a goddamn sub-apex. Because it's a goddamn sub-apex. When it realistically should have just been an apex. Maybe not as strong as the other apexes, but like at least 5,000 combat weight. Yeah, nobody ever comes to this little pool for water. I always forget that it's here too. Outside of the feast, that is nasty. Yeah. Just realized I don't have a hide on. What the fuck? Put headstrong on because I'm using the days and whatnot. Love Q. Yep. Wait, but that was supposed to give it 25% faster cooldowns. Let me take it off. It was 7 seconds. Oh, yeah, it went from 7 to 9. For some reason I thought it was the same. Use the health recovery hide first. Oh yeah, you're right. You just heal for a bit. 10 to 9. Yeah, use the health recovery hide first. The ironic thing is that, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Rex would have eaten Bones IRL but doesn't have a scab diet. I think it would have, because like Rex had the bite force necessary to crush Bone. So maybe Rexes were eating bone to get the bone marrow, because bone marrow is actually really highly nutritious. A lot of carnivores today eat bones. Regen is for calls. Oh yeah, it is for calls. But wait, but this thing doesn't have any fucking calls. Oh, there goes Zemo. He's finally going to bed. Goodbye, Zemo. Go find a critter. Bingo. Oh yeah, critter. Like, let's go find a critter, and there's one right here. From Feast Dinonet. This thing doesn't have a feast. Can't wait for DB Anki. Oh god. That thing's gonna be broken. Sinking Teeth? Yeah, it's probably Sinking Teeth. What does Sinking Teeth even do again? I never use it. Where even is it? Overall bleed damage, Vicious Snap boosts health recovery rate by 75% after landing a bite for 20 seconds. Oh yeah, it's Vicious Snap. That might actually be good. Wait a second, hold up. If I was to instead use Vicious Snap, but use Sinking Teeth, boost health recovery rate after landing a bite for 20 seconds. I'm gonna try this build. I'm gonna try it. Usually I just use the attack buff one, but I'll try this one. It's got a longer cooldown. Bite tail. It probably doesn't work in groups, Fluffy. It does work in groups. Well, I heal quicker though. Health recovery rate increased by 75%. That's going really slow. I don't think that actually did anything. Put the regen hide on. Oh yeah, chat, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. God damn it. Hold up. Actually, wait, while I'm at it, since I'm not using dizzying strikes. Lowers the bleed heal. Might play bleed or acro because this thing's a sub apex, so I'm gonna have to back out and heal a bunch. That might be how I actually 1v1 shit. That still feels slow. Never felt so embarrassed in my life. My specialized fish eater nearly died to fish. Bruh. Yeah, I'm gonna use this just to get out of fights and heal. Like when I'm bleeding and shit, but like... Bruh. It's fast. I mean, like, it is fast, but like... The Rex one is way faster. And same with... Oh, hello. Fat fuck Edmont. The fucking Titan Feast and Rex's one, when it eats a corpse, is way quicker. Yeah, Fluffy, get that. Get that. Get that. It's faster than normal health recovery. It is. It just doesn't feel that fast. Especially when I'm using Titan Feast. Invite me. Alright. Calling you. Hope you're a baby. Because we can only have 2 adults in a group. Read my other chat for context. Bruh. I yapped a lot, but I think it's justified. Let's go bleed something out. Maybe I can bleed something out. Or better yet, I'll just say what happened in the Discord. Yeah, probably do that. You could bleed the Ed out? I could, but it's an Edmont. That thing's gonna hit so hard. Almost sub. Alright, sweet. I have no clue what growth stage colony is. He hasn't said. If I spawn, oh, okay, you're fine then. Once you hit sub though, colony, I gotta kick you out. Since Fluffy hit sub first. Fluffy. There's 2 Argents. I'm not saying we go for him. But I'm also not saying we're not going for him. Hurry up and grow to adult. I mean, there is fucking 2 of them though. I feel like they're in a group. If they're in a group, not happening. But if they're not in a group. One more day till I'm unmuted. I mean, what could be something we try? Oh, there's a big old fucking Dilo group. What are those Dilos doing? I feel like they're grouped. Those Argents are definitely grouped. There's no way that they're not. Can hunt the Apado. So many. Well, here's the issue. I would, but I feel like that Apado's grouped with something. Because they're always grouped with something. Oh, that hatch just got that fucking Dilo. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, bye bye. I heard the Dilo scream. Them Dilos are probably like, bruh. Also, those Argents, I don't think they're grouped. Because that white one's booking it. Rip Dilo. Dilo needs a bleed nerf, to be honest. It's really good at bleeding. It is a really good bleeder for its size. Like, I kind of want to fight the Apado, but Fluffy's not big enough. Oh, you know what we could do, Fluffy? You run the dizzying stuff, and I run bleed. Because you could run in... Oh. Actually, I'm playing Thou to steal your food. Oh, you bum colony. Thought you died for a second. Oh, there's an Ostroraptor. Ostros. I forgot they added those to Crimson as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, Fluffy. Wow. Y'all had to kick. Y'all had to eat a small acro when he was sleeping. They're so good at the game, dude. Isn't Fluffy bad at PvP? Yeah, kinda. But then again, it was 4 fucking Ostros, and they killed him when he was sleeping. I didn't even see how quickly his health fucking got destroyed. Well, head to the Waystone. Fuck it. Three Ostro can demolish a Mape too, really? God damn. Oh. Oh, these two are here. Oh, they're on a para. And they have a fucking ramp. If it was a solo Rex, I could have killed it. I could maybe bleed it out. Fluffy, quest while I'm running to the Waystone. Try to get as many quests in as you can, so you're a little bigger. I put what happened in the general. Okay. I'm gonna buy a growth. Oh, you're just gonna buy one? Okay, that's fine actually. Yeah, I'll bring you back, and then we'll go fuck up an Apato or Argent. We could try an Argent. If I couldn't fucking do it as ab acro. I mean, Erzo maybe Erzo's acro. I don't know. I thought only solo Apex could have ramps. It could have just been a ramp scavenging. It probably wasn't their ramp, but yeah, it is only supposed to be solos. Wait a second. Since Arizona's acro is a sub-apex, could we have a ramp since it's only solo apexes? Someone ask in Crimson real quick if Arizona acro being a sub-apex can have a ramp. Or actually ask if sub-apex duos can have a ramp. Someone should ask that. That'd be interesting, because if I can abuse a ramp's bullshit with 2 acros because, you know, fucking sub-apex acro, this is gonna be insane. On chat, I'm gonna use the bathroom, so just give me a second. Alrighty, chat. I actually have to log. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Y'all wanna know the reason why? I'm gonna waste on Fluffy and then I'm gonna log. Y'all wanna know why I need to log out? Y'all want to know why? I have to go to the fucking store. Yeah. And I have to go now because it's that fucking important, even though it's not. It really isn't, but whatever. I'm not gonna fucking argue. Yeah. I'll stream tomorrow, chat. I don't have work tomorrow. I'll stream tomorrow, chat. I'm very annoyed. So, will you be back? Probably not, because I got some college work I need to do tonight. So I'm just gonna stream tomorrow, chat, because I don't have work. So, Fluffy, I will waste on you though. So I'll waste on you, just so you have your acro here at Green Valley. Because I'll probably just do Crimson acro again, because I like playing Arizona acro. I just wish it wasn't a goddamn sub Apex. But L-Store, I know. Because we don't have 2 fucking ingredients for dinner tonight. So I have to urgently go there now. Bullshit, whatever. Whatever, I'm not gonna fucking argue. So chat, I'll stream tomorrow. Because no work. It'll probably be pod again unless I decide to do rivals. Why do you have to? Because if my mother's cooking dinner, and I'm the only other one with a car, and she needs fucking ingredients to make whatever she's making, which she didn't even tell me, by the way, I'm just not gonna fucking argue that and just shut up and go before she gets pissed off. Because there's no point in fighting that. So, yeah, stream's over. I only streamed for an hour and 50 minutes, almost 2 hours. But, yeah, I'll stream tomorrow, chat. Let's cook without the ingredients. Yeah, no, yeah. It's bullshit. Whatever, chat. I'll see y'all.